Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Periscope Live, YouTube Live, and I'm just thankful that you all can join on. I want you all to really get comfortable and enjoy this here message. And look, if you're not following me, you really need to be. You need to be. You need to be following your boy Ehud, and especially on a Facebook Live. In order to get my live messages, you must go to my ministry page, Full Impact Ministry, and like the page. And while you're on here, you hit the follow button to where you can get notifications when I'm coming on. I believe God has given me, and God is continually giving me serious information on life through the scriptures, and mainly he has given me real information of his true nature towards us. And I've been called to do this here. And I'm telling you, if you're not following me, you need to be. I'm all over. You need to be following me on Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm all over. All you gotta do is just Google me. All you gotta do is Google me. I'm all over. Hello, how are you? I am all over the place. So you need to be following me. I'm all over the place. So today, oh, and also I have my latest book that is about to be coming out entitled Tithing Will Keep You Broke: The Untold Truth to Your Financial Freedom. You may want to go and pre-order your copy now on the website. The book has its own website entitled www.tithingwillkeepyoubroke.info. You go in there and pre-order your copy because I am soon going to stop the pre-orders. And once the pre-order stops, then the book goes up $5. So you might want to go ahead and get your pre-order. The book is off the charts. 11 chapters of fire. You never seen it before. Never. You don't hear none of this stuff in the church nowhere. This is the most accurate and the most controversial book ever written on tithing. Go and pre-order your copy. www.tithingwillkeepyoubroke.info. Now today I want to discuss this here topic, and I won't be with you long. I want to discuss this topic entitled Man versus Woman. Man versus Woman. Huh. This here, this is really a touchy subject for a lot of people. It's a touchy subject for a lot of people. A lot of people. And the reason being because Satan understands Satan understands what um, he really has a clue of how blessings are supposed to be manifested, and he understands how order goes, and he understands what brings about peace and comfort. So now let's get right into it. And look, and before I start, I'm not woman bashing, I'm not man bashing, I'm not doing none of that. I'm trying to show us, because there are a lot of people come on now that speak on marriages and stuff like that, and some of them have some good stuff to say. I'm just going to give you some pointers from the scriptures and from my personal experiences that I'm going to show you how we can become better towards each other so that we can have a solid relationship. Aren't you tired of being in jacked up relationships? I know I was. Glory to God. Now watch this here. I'm I am finna reveal some things to you in the scriptures that you probably have not heard. You need to be sharing this here with some people. You need to invite people. You need to share it. And because the information that I bring is powerful. This stuff is life changing. It's powerful. Your boy Ehud be coming on there with some powerful stuff for you, for me, for us. And it's life changing. Let's get to it. Man versus woman. Now, now, God had already set a pattern in the earth as, as far as order, but it's been so perverted and things like that. Now let's go to the root of why the relationship is like it is now between man and woman. Man and woman. And I'm talking about whether you're married or not. I'm talking to you about how relationships are tackled and attacked by Satan. Watch this here, especially when you get married. Especially when you get married. Genesis chapter 3. Uh, Now, let me give you the backdrop on this. This is when Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden, and the serpent was there. And the serpent was talking to Eve, and he tricked Eve into eating the fruit. Then Eve gave it to Adam, and their eyes was open and all that. Now, listen to what God told Adam and Eve. Listen what he told Eve first. Over in Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. And I'm reading from the Amplified because I'm going to give you some real clarity on this. Watch this. To the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your grief and your suffering in pregnancy, and the pains of childbearing with spasms of distress. You will bring forth children. Yet your desire and craving will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Now, now, now let's go through this here scripture so we can get some clarity on it because a lot of y'all probably don't even understand that. So let's go through some clarity on it. To the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your grief and your suffering in pregnancy and the pains of childbearing with spasms of distress. You will bring forth children. Now, remember when Eve listened to the voice of Satan, the serpent. She listened to the voice of Satan, the serpent. And she ate the fruit, right? She ate the fruit. So, so what she ate went in her. Now, he said in childbearing, because children can only come legally through the womb of a woman. So now he's saying her, in childbearing, you are going to have great pain and spasms, and you're going to have great distress. Watch this. Because I want you to see every time a birth come through you, I want you to see the distress, the pain, the sufferings that you have brought, that you have birthed into the world, with you taking heed to Satan. Watch this. Yet your desire and craving will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Now, yet your desire and craving will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Watch this here now. The desire and the craving means that she will buck against his authority in her life. Because she hearkened to the voice of Satan, of the serpent, willfully, she's going to struggle with hearkening to the voice of her husband, of the man that's in her life. She's going to hearken. She's going to struggle. It is going to be a fight for her to humble to what he says to her. He said, yet your husband will rule over you. This is where we get battle of the sexes. Battle of the sexes. Because Adam did not know how to rule then over her. So now he does not know how to rule now. And now it becomes a tug of war with authority. Who's going to sit on the king's seat? No longer is the queen's seat even looked at now. It's who's going to sit on the king's seat. So now, man, so now she opened the door for when birth comes. This is an indication of the pain that she ate from obeying Satan, of the pain that she ate, of the sufferings that she ate, of the distresses that she ate, is what she's birthing through. She's birthing through this here. And the man is not without it because it's his seed that she's birthing through. Because he was given the charge to govern everything. She wasn't. That's why the Bible said Adam committed high treason. So now he's the one who was given charge. So when he planted his seed in her, this is what is going to produce, because it's going in her. She the one that was tricked by Satan. He's the one who had obeyed her word, versus it being the other way around like it's supposed to. Watch what God said to Adam. And to Adam he said, verse 17. Genesis chapter 3, verse 17. And to Adam he said, because you have listened and given heed to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you. See, I told you, Adam was given the charge to govern everything, not Eve. And Adam hearkened to the voice of his wife in disobedience. So now it's going to be hard for Adam to have authoritativeship, to have leadership over his wife now, because if he didn't do it then when it was most needed, you won't be able to do it now. And this is what he means over in verse 10 when he said, yet your desire and craving will be for over you. This is what of the sexes, because we're talking about man versus woman. And to Adam saying, you shall not eat of it. Watch this. This is what God did. Watch what he did. The ground is under a curse because of you, Adam, not because of Eve. The ground is under a curse because of you. Now, why did he curse the ground? Well, for one, Adam was built from the ground. Adam came from the ground, from the dirt. When he say ground, he's talking about dirt. So now Adam came from the dirt. Everything else came out of Adam. Everything else came out of Adam. So now we got to really look at this here thing. Everything came out of Adam. It was only one body that was created from the dirt. Everything else came from that one body. So now he said the ground is under a curse because of you. Another reason why the ground was under a curse, because this is where the productivity comes from. This is where the prosperity comes from. This is where the provision comes from. In sorrow and toil shall you eat of the fruits of it all the days of your life. God told Adam, boy, because you hearken to the voice of your wife to do evil, because you perverted the order that I placed. Shut up, boy. Because you perverted the order, the right standing that I placed, because you put your own twist in it. The ground is cursed because of you. Now it's going to be hard for you to provide for your family. It's going to be hard for you to provide for that woman that I gave you. It's going to be hard. Now look at this here in the natural now. What is one of the most common things that separates relationships, that brings about divorce, all kind of stuff? Money. Sex is not the one, number one. It's money. Because Satan and God both understand that the man is the head. Satan and God both understands the role of the man. Satan and God both understand that this is one of the major connections. So now, if this connection is broken, if this connection is twisted, If this connection is perverted, the order of God cannot be released in their relationship. The blessings cannot be released in their relationship. This is why nowadays we have women making more money than men. This is why nowadays we have more women who are successful than men. This is why nowadays we have more men living with women than women living with men. Because of the order being perverted. And now, see, if the man is not making any money, and Lord knows if he making way less than the woman is, she can put him at the head of the house all she wants to. I want to thank you all for joining. Thank you all for Instagram, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Periscope Live, YouTube Live. I want to thank you all for joining. So now, if she make more money than the man, you can say the man is the head all you want to, but he's not running nothing. And especially if she is a woman who really don't know her slot, he's not running anything because there's going to come a time when she going to let him know, man, look. Because, look, my mother used to tell me something. She said, baby, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. Boy, she told the butt naked truth. She told the butt naked truth. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. You do. And money is a major move in any relationship. This is why God said the ground is cursed. Watch this. And he told him, in sorrow and toil shall you eat of the fruits of it all the days of your life. He said, you are gonna hurt in your soul. You're gonna be miserable trying to bring about finances for to take care of the woman that you took heed to in an ungodly manner. The roles have been reversed. The roles have been perverted. We're talking about man versus woman. I'm trying to get us to see our slots so we can get back right so that our relationships can flourish. This is why most marriages struggle. Most marriages, I don't care what you say, most marriages struggle. And when they struggle, these are the things that you'll see. You'll see the woman having sickness a lot, and you'll see the man struggling on jobs, struggling in his finances, struggling in his business a lot. You see, because this is a curse pattern that was put in Genesis. Now watch what God say over in Genesis chapter 3, verse 18 to Adam. Thorn also and thistles shall it bring forth for you. Now he talking about the ground, the produce, the way of your productivity, the way of your productivity, the way to your prosperity, the way to you providing for that woman who you ungodly took heed to. The way for you to provide for her is going to be a struggle, player. It's going to be a struggle. Every time you go in, he said, thorns and thistles shall it bring forth you. Every time you go in, every time you're trying to produce finances, it's going to be blood. It's going to be hard. It's going to be like you shedding blood because you're going to feel it in your soul. You're going to feel it in your spirit because you, Adam, was given the charge to govern, shut up, man, the finances. You was given the charge to keep the finances in order. You was given the charge to be headship over the finances, Adam. And you blew it, Adam, because you hearkened to the voice of your wife illegally, Adam. Therefore, Adam, you're going to struggle, Adam. He talking to us men. He talking to you women. We talking about man Come on, boy. Say it, go on and preach it, whether they want to or not. Versus woman. Watch this. And you shall eat the plants of the field. In the sweat of your face shall you eat bread until you return to the ground. He talking to Adam. He ain't talking to Eve. He talking to Adam. He said, in the sweat of your face shall you eat bread until you return to the ground. Adam struggled all his life because of what he perverted. He twisted this thing. He hearkened to the voice of his wife illegally. Bunch of you men, hearken to the voice of your wife illegally. Look, I know what I'm talking about. And whether it's knowingly or unknowingly, this is why the wife want to buck against authority in the house. The man set order, the wife buck against it. And by the wife bucking against the order that the man setting strict rules. The man is setting foundation for the house to move forward. The wife is a nurturer if there are children in it. The wife is a nurturer to the children. So her heart posture is different toward the children. So in most cases, she's catering to the watch this now, lustful wants of the children. Boy, you preaching this thing. I don't care what they say. So now the governmental authority that he set up, she buck against it because it's not catering to the lustful needs of the children. So now by her being so in tune with the children from a soulish standpoint, because they came out of her. So now, since she is so close to the children like this here, she is going to do what she think is right so that she can, quote unquote, protect the children from what they would call this harsh treatment. So now we get bucking in authority. We're talking about man versus woman. So now we have a battle of the sexes. And the ones who pay the ultimate price for this here, watch this, be the children. It be the children. As you see in Cain and Abel, when Cain went and killed Abel, so on and so forth down the line. It goes down to the generation. This is why we of today must get our relationships back in order. Because if not, YouTube Live, because if not, Facebook Live, because if not, Instagram Live, because if not, Periscope Live, if we don't, the relationship will continue to struggle and decrease. Watch this here. For out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return. He's talking about you the one are going to struggle in this area. Why do you think there are more women prospering than men are now? Because you was the one, Adam, who was brought from the dust. You was the one that I brought from the dust, Adam. God is saying to you, man. God is saying to me, you the one that I brought from the dust, man. You the one I brought from the dust, Ehud. You the one I brought from the dust, man. So now, if you're going to continue to hearken to the voice of your wife illegally, because remember now, there is a time to hearken to the voice of your wife. Let me prove it to you in scripture. You remember when Sarah came to Abraham and she told Abraham because she the one. See, there's another time when Abraham hearkened to the voice of his wife illegally and went and had sex with Sarah's maidservant. And the maidservant, she got pregnant. That's another example of how the curse came. This is where you get the Arabs and stuff at now. And then she came to Abraham and said, this woman and this child shall not live in this here house with the promised child. I want them gone. Abraham went to God about it. And God told Abraham, hearken to the voice of your wife, boy. There is a time where you need to hearken to the voice of your wife. There is a time, Adam, There's a time, Abraham, when you need to hearken to the voice of your wife because she's trying to disconnect what's not blessed from what is blessed. Hmm. Because she's your help meet. Woman, you have to understand you is help meet. You're not his leader. See, women don't understand how powerful they are. Women don't see women do not understand. Women, let me give you a key. You're the ones who have the real power. But see, most of you all think that your power is between your legs. This is why your feelings get hurt all the time. This is why your feelings always get hurt because most of you women think that the power is between your legs. And that is so far from the truth because you ain't got nothing that no other woman don't have. And many women got it better. I mean, when you look at the scriptures over in Proverbs 30, 31 that you women always talking about, y'all, um, Proverbs 31 women. So when you look in them scriptures and stuff like this here, you will see, you will see how a wife is supposed to conduct herself. Your power is not in what's between your legs. That is what gets you messed up. That's what gets your heart broke. That's what gets your heart broke because you think your power is between your legs. So now you think that you done got some man sprung because you done gave him some and all this stuff here, and don't understand that the next one will come by and got it and know how to work it way better than you do. So you think that you done gave the man some good, good sex and all this here, and oh, he sprung that girl. He sprung, and then you try to change the man. You try to change him into what you want him to be, and your heart get broke because you cannot change nobody. Because let me show you how we come into the relationship. I'm gonna show you how a man come into the relationship, and a woman come into a relationship. A man come into a relationship looking at the woman for what she is. The woman come into the relationship looking at the man for what she think he can be. So now we have this here battle of the sexes. So now we have this here woman trying to mold a man. She's trying to play God now. She's trying to mold a man. God is the only one that can mold anybody. He's the potter. We're the clay. You're not the potter. That's why your heart get broke, and now you walk around with bitterness, unforgiveness, anger, hatred, self-hatred, spirit of rejection, and you walk around with this stuff, and you put it on other men, and now you looking for somebody else to provide for your happiness. And it's unfair to anybody else. It's unfair for you to put that responsibility on anybody other than yourself. This is why you have to know your place, woman. This is why you have to know your place, man. And when you say know your place to a woman, it's like a cuss word. And when you say submit to a woman, it's like a cuss word because things have been twisted. Things have been twisted. And now we have battle of the sexes. Man versus woman. This is why we always bump heads like two rams. Boom, bumping heads. And all it brings about is a loud explosion. Watch this. You know how two rams, they bump heads and boom, boom. And you can hear that noise for miles around. Every time you bump head, man and woman bump head. Boom, that sound goes into the spirit realm. Boom, that sound goes into the spirit realm. Brings about nothing but division. Boom, nothing but struggle. Boom, nothing but pain. Boom, nothing but confusion. Nothing but disorder. Nothing but poverty. Nothing but lack. Nothing but sickness. Nothing but doors closing because it has been twisted. But now, if you come into the understanding of who you are, I'm almost finished with this here. But now, if you come into understanding who you are, man, you come in understanding who you are, woman, you can live off the good of the land. You can live in the place called Eden. You can live in the place to where there's plentiful. You can live in a place to where there's milk and honey, plentiful. You can live in a place to where there's grapes so big, clusters where everywhere where two men have to carry it. You can live in a place of prosperity and abundance. You can live to where there's abundance in the full till it overflows. You can have a life where Jesus said over in John 10:10, I'll come that you may have life. I'm a preacher that I'm done and enjoy life. Watch this here. In an abundance, you better go on preach, brother, and lead this thing along to the full. I'm going to say it and I'm gone. It's huge till it overflows. You can live in life and enjoy life and represent God. And watch this here. In its full totality. Man versus woman. When we get our slots, man, understand. She's not your slave. She's there to help you. Woman, understand. You're not his head. You're beside him. See, when you get the man's vision, man, you must have a vision. You must have a vision. A woman is not going to allow you to lead them to hell. A woman is not going to allow you to lead them to destruction. You must have a vision. Submit. Submit comes from the word submarine. Gets under the mission. So, man, you must have a vision and a mission. So the woman takes it, and because she's an incubator by nature, she takes your vision and she secures it in her soul. She takes your vision and she secures it. Watch this here. And she speaks life to it. Talking about help me now. She speaks life to your vision. She speaks life to your purpose. She speaks life to your destiny. And watch this. And your purpose, man, your destiny, man, your vision, man, becomes, watch this here, you all's vision, you all's purpose, you all destiny. And you become one to where now she speaks to us. So when you get down and out, man, when you get frustrated, man, when you see the thorns and thistles of trying to push in your vision, when you see the thorns and the thistles, and when you feel like you're sweating drops of blood, and when you feel this anger, when you feel like you're being cursed, when you feel like everything is going wrong, this is where the woman comes and speak to that vision. Baby, don't give up. Baby, don't give up. I got your back. And if need be, baby, I got your front. Let's go. Let's march like soldiers in the sky. I got to go, y'all, so that you can become one and be prosperous in your oneness together. This your boy, Ehud, pastor of Full Impact Ministries. I want you all to enjoy yourselves. I pray that this bless you. Share this with somebody. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you go to my website, www.tithingwillkeepyoubroke.info. Go pre-order your copy because pre-ordering is about to stop. Enjoy yourself. Follow me Facebook on Full Impact Ministries. This is the only place on Facebook where you're going to get the live messages. Follow me, Full Impact Ministries. Enjoy yourself, y'all. Get this thing together. Man versus woman. We can do it. This your boy, Ehud, pastor of Full Impact Ministries. Guess what I'm about to say, y'all? Y'all know what I'm about to say, but y'all too late. I'm going to say it. Guess what? I'm out. Peace.